Hello, thank you for downloading this webinar. PARCC released Next Generation Assessment results in October and November 2015. Results were recently sent to schools and also uploaded to SLED so that educators, school administrators, and LEA administrators would have access to student-level results. This particular webinar is for educators who want to access their student-level assessment results. During the webinar, I'll define PARCC and NCSEC. I'll also review SLED Next Generation Assessment Views, review assessment score views by user type, do a demonstration of SLED and how to navigate to find your PARCC and NCSEC assessment results. And then I'll end with important tips and resources for you to help you navigate the results and be able to use them. What is PARCC? PARCC stands for the Partnership for Assessment of Readiness for College and Careers. This statewide assessment replaces the DC CAS assessment and provides a new baseline for performance of students in the District of Columbia. DC students and students in 11 other states took PARCC in the 2014-15 school year. English language arts literacy and mathematics assessments were required in grades 3 through 8, while English 2 and geometry integrated mathematics assessments were required in high school. PARCC has 5 performance levels. Levels 1 through 3 are where the student either did not yet meet expectations, they partially met expectations, or they approached expectations, while levels 4 and 5 mean that a student is on track for college and career readiness, where they either met expectations or exceeded expectations. What is NCSEC? NCSEC is the National Center and State Collaborative Assessment aligned to the Common Core State Standards. NCSEC's long-term goal is to ensure that students with significant cognitive disabilities achieve increasingly higher academic outcomes and leave high school ready for post-secondary options. SLED Next Generation Assessment Views. School educators are able to view results for current and previous year students for mathematics and English language arts and literacy assessments. PARCC and NCSEC results are also available in PDF form to view or download in SLED. LEA administrators are able to view all school PARCC and NCSEC results under their LEA. School administrators are able to view all PARCC and NCSEC results for students in a school. And school educators are able to view all PARCC and NCSEC results for students they teach or have taught, depending on data submitted by the LEA. Now I'll show you some navigation in SLED by opening PARCC and NCSEC reports. I will drill down to show you how you can find additional information for current students. And then I'll do an exercise where I export the student assessment roster to Excel and show you how you are able to further use that to conduct analysis on your student data. So I'm going to log in as a school user so that you are able to see exactly how the system will look for you when you log in with your credentials. Upon login to the system, it requires me to read and agree to the SLED User Access User Agreement. Here where it says that I am using this information as my duties as an administrator or school official. I have to attest and affirm that I agree to protect any data. I will not share the data with any friends, family, neighbors, coworkers, public figures, or other persons unless information is legitimately necessary to carry out my duties. There is an educational data commitment that you must read and affirm and attest to that spells out FERPA language. And once you read, you will click I agree and then click OK so that you can be taken to the system. Once the system opens up for you, as you can see, it opens up right on the Next Generation Assessments roster. Here you have information more so about the PARCC and NCSEC to see that these are results from Spring 2015 administration. I have here my student, my class Next Generation Assessments roster, and I can see for students who are currently enrolled and students who are not currently enrolled in my LEA. So for currently enrolled students, you're able to drill down to see more detailed information about them. For students who are not currently enrolled, that USI is not hyperlinked. You're not able to click any further on that student's information. You can see on this page in this roster, you have the PDF forms available for the student score reports. So I'll click in that in a minute. I'll scroll over just so you can see the other information in this roster table here. So I'm going to click into this particular Next Generation Assessment Score Report. The system is going to bring up a PDF form for me, and this is the English Language Arts and Literacy Score Report. And here I can see this report that has information about the student's performance, how well they learn specific knowledge and skills in this particular subject, and how did this student compare to other students. So I can use this report to answer those questions. And I have here Scott test taker's performance level and his score. And I see more information about his reading performance and his writing performance and how does Scott's performance compare over time. That information is available too within this report. So this information is here, and also some next steps. This report allows you, it asks you some next steps, and it's, to help you understand this particular student's scores on their assessment. If I wanted to click and drill down further for this student, since he's enrolled, I'm able to do so. So I can click on his USI, which will take me to another page that has detailed student information regarding his enrollment history, his special programs, if he is receiving IDA services, also assessments. I can click here, and this will also bring me to his assessments result, his historical assessment results. So the next generation assessments are here, either the PARCC or NCSEC, depending on the assessment the student took. The DCCAS assessment scores are here. If the student was taking advanced placement exams, that information will be here, as well as the PSAT, SAT, ACT, and any information regarding their limited English proficiency scores. I'm going to go back to the Next Generation Assessment roster. So I'm going to click in Programs and then navigate to Next Generation Assessments roster. And what you're able to do in SLED, anytime you see this export button here, this table, I'm able to click on this and I can export a file to Excel. So I'm going to click on the button, click Save, and then click Open. And this brings up a student, my class roster. And what I'm able to do is scroll over and just see more information about the students, and it just helps to be able to export to Excel to manipulate data. So that's available for you to do as well. You're also able to export to PDF, and you can also open this in another window. and just this table will be there just to have more space to view. So that's how you will navigate SLED in order to find your PARCC or NCSEC assessment results for the spring 2015 administration. So I'm going to return back to the PowerPoint presentation here. So because we're also going to upload this presentation as a PDF, we decided to include some screenshots just to help you. So we have a screenshot of what the roster will look like or does look like, also the sample student score report, and just a reminder of how to export to Excel. If you have questions about navigating SLED to find your PARCC or NCSEC results, please view and use the download the Next Generation Assessment Navigation and SLED User Guide, which can be found under the Library tab. We also have a SLED navigation guide when there are general questions about accessing and using SLED. If you have questions about PARCC and want more information about the PARCC assessment, please visit osce.dc.gov/PARCC. If you already have access to SLED and need assistance with your username and password, please send an email to sled.info@dc.gov for technical support. Finally, LEA should contact osce.leadata@dc.gov with any additional questions about this topic. Thank you so much for downloading this webinar, and we hope you find it useful.